there was no bread, and this was no winner. We are the Beyond the Film podcast. I'm your host, Tyler.
I'm Justin.
I'm Ryan.
There we go. And today, gentlemen, we are talking about the much anticipated Nate Bargatze comedy, The Breadwinner. I know it's a movie that ever since we saw that first trailer, we're like, God, I can't wait to see this movie. And even though I thought Ryan was joking when he said this was going to be our Tuesday movie, we saw it. We finally delivered for you guys. But is this movie about a dad taking over the mom roles, which has never been seen before in the history of cinema? Is that movie worth the cost of admission for maybe your only movie of the year? Let's start with someone we haven't seen in a while. Back from the depths of the mouth of an anaconda, it's Justin. Justin, what did you think of this movie?
Well, being considered I was stuck in the damn back rooms, it's amazing, that place. I actually, honestly, I actually had high hopes for this movie, to be perfectly honest with you, because I actually don't mind Nate as, like, with his stand-up. I've watched this stand-up before, so I thought, okay, maybe this will be like a goofy, dumb dad movie-like comedy. And the fact that he wrote the movie and he made himself look like a complete idiot is probably the worst thing ever. Like, you wrote the script. You could have made yourself a little bit better, and you made it seem like you've never seen eggs before. Like, who doesn't know how to crack an egg and make scrambled eggs? Like, who doesn't know how to cook oatmeal? I mean, it's not hard to take care of a person. You've taken care of yourself for 40 plus years, probably, however old he is, and he can't take care of kids. Like, he doesn't know how to function as a human being. Like, it really made him seem like he was the stupidest person in the world. And, like, everybody kind of treated him like he was, like, especially like when he was on Shark Tank, and as soon as they saw him, they're like, I'm out, because the guy's eating the donut, wasn't expecting to come out, so he's an idiot. I mean, there was just a lot of issues with the fact that he wrote the script and he made himself look like the worst character. Usually it's the other way around.
Usually. I'm sure we'll have more to say, but Ryan, what did you think of The Breadwinner?
I really don't have much more to say. I mean, I also kind of had higher hopes for this movie. I was extremely disappointed. It never strays any further than any basic formula of a feel-good family comedy. It doesn't stray far enough from the formula so much that it's so predictable that even some of the gags and jokes within the movie are kind of lost, because you see it coming from a mile away. It's a real disappointment, and I actually don't have a whole lot of experience with this stand-up comedian. But I'm not super interested in watching any of stand-up after this movie, to be honest.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess I'll go next. Shockingly, I can't believe that even though both of you guys seem pretty down on the movie, I think I'm going to be the worst on it. I hated this movie. I think this movie is one of the worst movies I have seen this decade so far. Unlike Justin, I did not know who Nate Bargatze was until I saw the trailer for this movie. I didn't look up any of his stand-up. I didn't do any research going into this movie. Ryan can attest to this. This movie has been like the butt of the joke for the last several months, like as the movie that we all clearly knew was not going to be good, and we went and saw it, and shockingly, it's not good. But I didn't think it was going to be offensively bad like what we got here. The movie is, I mean, a comedy's biggest problem, biggest fault, is not being funny. And this movie is not funny in the slightest. I believe I am one of the most forgiving people when it comes to comedies. And I chuckled. I didn't even give an outright laugh once in this movie. I think I chuckled twice, and none of it has to do with Nate Bargatze. I think I chuckled once at like a Will Forte joke and once at a Kumail Nanjiani joke, who are clearly the only people in this movie with any sort of comedic talent. So on top of the movie being woefully unfunny, it's like offensive to like any dad out there. Like, Nate Bargatze plays, I know it's played up for the joke, right? The joke is that, like, hey, Mr. Mom, he can't do it. Like, his wife is taking care of him the whole life. But I mean, it's to the point where he is like a man baby, like the picking out the eggs thing, Justin pointed out, to um, burning the towels because he no longer wants to wash them, or spraying his wife's perfume so the daughters think that their clothes are getting washed. I'm like, did you never adult once before in your entire life? Like,
Yeah,
I
but
know that there he may be coming from a time where gender roles very clearly stipulated that the woman stays home and takes care of the house, and the man goes out and becomes the breadwinner, right? But to have virtually no knowledge of how to take care of yourself or children or a house is just offensive. And
Tyler,
the fact that it's played up for a joke is even more offensive. Yeah.
you're taking a beef with the entire genre, though. You got to
What
go back
genre?
to
There's no
Mr.
genre.
Mom, Cheaper
Right.
by the Dozen. All of these movies have all already done this exact thing, and that's what I'm talking about. Is it's so predictable because it's just copying all these movies from the 80s and 90s that have already done this exact same plot of, oh, I'm a man, I don't know what to do with my life, I don't know how to take care of myself or my family, and my wife's got to leave, and I got to figure it out. It's been done a million times in film.
Yeah, well, I mean, the other two examples you gave, Mr. Mom and Cheaper by the Dozen, have people in them, in Michael Keaton and Steve Martin, who have comedic talent. Like,
I agree.
Like, there is, like, I'm not a fan of either of those movies. Like, I think they're both kind of products of their time. I know Lizzie's a huge Cheaper by the Dozen fan, so I'm not going to crap talk that movie. But I mean, Mr. Mom is very much like, the joke would have been funnier in the 80s when those gender roles were still common, but nowadays it's just do people really still feel this way? Like, are there literally man babies out there who just will fall apart and like their house will literally get destroyed if their wife goes off and has any semblance of a career? Like, what is this, the 1950s?
As a husband and a dad right here, I will tell you that there are examples I know of that, yes, that is true. I like, can name a couple people that I will not
Ryan,
name,
you as a dad should feel the most insulted by this movie.
I like to think that I'm a different kind of dad. I'm a work from home dad. I get to spend a lot of time with the wife and kid, and wife is a stay at home mom. And
chill out, Mike Pence.
I have a very cushy life of getting to be a stay at home, work from home and stay at home dad at the same time. So,
yeah. So I mean, if you want to give the movie credit for anything, is it going to be offensive to like a movie going public, right? The person who sees a movie a year or a movie a decade, if they go in, like, do you think that they're going to get an enjoyment out of this? Because I mean, you look at the Rotten Tomatoes score, and there is a vast difference between what critics think of this movie and what audiences think of this movie. So clearly, like, your average layman is going in and seeing something in this movie that I don't. What am I missing here, guys?
So I actually noticed it in our theater going experience. Anybody over the age of 50 was losing it. They were laughing because they're a product of that generation, and that's normal to them.
But there wasn't like as much laughter as I thought there should be. Like, when they're clearly setting up jokes, all of them didn't really land. I mean, like, the movie attempts slapstick quite a bit, and none of it is very funny. Like,
I know, but there were quite a few older people in our theater laughing constantly at the movie.
Yeah. I mean, it also doesn't help that the movie is just the product placement in that movie is just outright some of the most shameless product placement I've ever seen. You can tell the whole movie was funded by Toyota, Walmart, and the Tennessee Titans.
Completely agree.
Like, and then like, it's so funny because clearly they either got a lot of money for them or spent a lot of money on that, to the point where like this upper middle class family in Tennessee all uses like these completely cheap looking unnamed branded Android phones that for a mom who like took a big deal on technology in the movie, that didn't really add up to me. There's just some alarming choices in this movie, and it just seems like it's just this shameless cash grab for whatever Nate Bargatze fans are out there who get suckered into going and seeing this just truly, truly, truly terrible movie.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't have anything else to say about the movie. Otherwise,
I think I
Justin,
said
you
my
can
piece.
close this out with whatever you're feeling because you haven't talked a whole bunch. But I really don't have anything else to say about this.
I mean, there really isn't much. I mean, I might have chuckled at some of the jokes, and like Tyler said, the most of the side characters were the better characters. Anytime Nate was by himself, it was horrible to watch. It was a struggle. It seemed better he was with somebody than when he wasn't with somebody. He definitely needed if it his the stand up did not translate from stage to film. And some people can do it seamlessly, others just can't do that. Some people are just made for stand up, other people are made for movies, and some can do both. Nate can't do both. He clearly can maybe only do stand up, and that's about
No, he
it.
can't. No, he can't. Because, like, I was purely under the impression, before I knew that he wrote this movie, that, like, he was just fallen victim to bad writing. But then I'm watching his stand-up at the end that's, like, intercut with the outtakes, and it's like, okay, he is just this unfunny in his everyday life. I'm sorry, Justin, if you like the guy.
I didn't understand the bit at the end. I truly, I was like, is this a bit that he's doing? I didn't even know he was a comedian. I was like, why are we watching him do stand-up now? Is that his job now? Did
he write this movie based off of his own experiences? Because then his experiences are the most just generic thing ever. And also, how did that wife not divorce him? Like, how did he talk his way back into that after literally destroying their whole house?
He's the greatest salesman in Nashville. That's apparently the selling pitch.
Or his wife is the biggest pushover on planet Earth. I don't like.
I'm going to be 100% honest. I put all the time I've wanted to into this movie and talking about it. I'll start us off. Skip it. What do you guys think?
Don't just skip it. Like take the Men in Black pen and click it in front of yourself and just forget the whole thing even exists. Like, it's like I wouldn't recommend this movie to my worst enemy.
I would. I'd make them struggle. Watch this.
Nope. I don't have the capacity to hate someone that much.
Yeah, today was not a good day for movies for me.
Yeah, you saw Backrooms too, which me and Ryan are not big fans of either. So, me less so. You know, is Backrooms a worse movie because I fell asleep during it?
I don't know.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I actually think that it's a lot better sitting on it. I think that there's a lot of backstory. I'm realizing you need to know the story of the Backrooms before you watch it. Otherwise, nothing makes sense.
I'm kidding. Backrooms is a much better movie than this will ever dream to be.
But catch us next week for a much better comedy, Scary Movie.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'll see you in 50 weeks.
Oh, thanks for joining us this time, Justin.
The roof
I'm so glad I'm a guest star now.
The roof caved in, and Justin got kicked in the teeth by a horse. He'll be incapacitated for the next 10 weeks.
Yeah, my house fell apart.
Oh, Ryan, that's got to be the thumbnail. You got to put like us walking out of the house and Justin just like put him like the Wicked Witch of the East and the Wizard of Oz, like crushed by the house.
Oh boy. All right, I'll use your real house and your real address. Catch us next week for a much better movie. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't watch the Breadwinner.
No.
Breadwinner.
Watch the animated version. Watch the animated version instead.
Maybe everybody thought that's what they were going to say.
Yeah, watch this video, but don't watch the movie. I implore you.
You might get more jokes out of it here.
Yep, I guarantee it.
See you guys next week.